Our next speaker is Benet. Benet has been in the healthcare industry since 1991 as a respiratory therapist before completing his undergraduate in 1999. He started working in a healthcare IT space with notable hospitals like Texas Children's, Boston's Children's, and Ochsner Clinic Foundation in Louisiana, implementing picture archiving and communication systems, or PACS. However, for the past 15 years, Benet has been on the vendor side implementing radiology information systems, or RIS, radiology PACS, or cardiology PACS systems. However, in March 2020, Benet began with an artificial intelligence software company called Viz AI, which specializes in synchronizing stroke care. He is very excited about working with this company and the growth that it's had in the past year, despite COVID shutdowns. They have a core culture and statement of being nice, which really permeates through the organization. Benet is currently enjoying his work. This evening, Benet is going to speak with us about making lemonade. So for your pleasure, making lemonade. Take it away, Benet.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters, for giving this opportunity today to speak about making lemonade. You may ask, Benet, why is the title Making Lemonade? You may think it's a story of trials and tribulations or some sort of sob story. Well, it is. Did you know that lemons have a way of being really sour, especially if you're not expecting it? It's kind of like being laid off from Philips Healthcare along with about 150 people in January 2020, then furloughed from the next job uh, that you're hired at after 1 month because of the COVID shutdowns during 2020. Had to mash those lemons and add some sugar, AKA make some good effort so I could realize I had a great opportunity to collect that government COVID shutdown unemployment checks for 4 months and relax the best I could. Kind of had to launch 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and take the best action I could. I laugh, because I'm not sure if anyone could really relax with the weight of having no job, a bleak outlook from the COVID shutdowns, a wife, son, and daughter to take care of. I found out who my true friends were during this time. I found that Jack Daniels was a good friend during these times that really improved the efficacy and of my lemonade that I was trying to make, and was just a great addition to that. Now let's fast forward to 2021. I'm really looking forward to my Toastmasters pathway. It's like all of a sudden lemons are falling out of the sky. Bam! Oh my God, hit me in the face. No chance to dodge or weave. We get hit by the Texas freeze, which, by the way, myself and 9 neighbors were out of power from Monday to Friday because of a blown transformer. Then bam, another lemon hits me right in the head. Busted pipes, and the aftermath of finding a plumber to fix the house. And then bam, another lemon hits me right in the gut. I caught COVID. I don't know how I got COVID. Thank God my wife didn't get it. Not sure how I would have got through it without her. You may ask, Benet, how did you get through COVID? Well, can you really make lemonade of that? In fact, Ola asked me, Benet, tell us how you beat COVID. He emails me. I said, oh man, I'm going to have to write, maybe I'll tell you how I beat COVID. Well, the first thing I want to tell you that COVID sucks and it is super sour. It's like having the flu, but instead of having it just for a day or two, I had it for 13 days from Monday after Easter, April 4th, until April 17th. It was like COVID was looking for a weak spot in my system to exploit. For me, it was a low grade fever for the first 3 days until I smarted up and called Dr. Stella Emanuel. Oh, she was a lifesaver. You may have heard about her on the news. She was that Nigerian physician that was ridiculed because she was some sort of witch doctor. Well, I can tell you firsthand, if it was witch doctory, I didn't care because it had efficacy and it worked. She gave me a battery of medicines to combat COVID, to include the controversial hydroxychloroquine. Well, I can tell you about 2 days later, by that Friday, I broke fever and I was feverless and feeling pretty good about how I was feeling, that I decided to go ahead and go to work on some lawn out in my lawn that had been waiting on me. Well, poor decision. With a vengeance, COVID came back, and on that Sunday, I was down for the count. I had relapsed back into fever, and this time it was like 101 to 103 degrees fever instead of like the 98.9 to 99.2. But however, I continued the regimen that Dr. Emmanuel prescribed. And by the following Saturday, I broke fever. In fact, during this time, Ola and Avi said, Benet, can you speak? I said, no, I'm dying over here. I got COVID. And so they understood. But however, this time I waited a week before doing anything, which I think was probably the best thing to decide that I decided on. And I haven't had any of the ill effects of COVID since April 17th. So I'm feeling pretty good about a week and a half later. So if you were to glean anything from my icebreaker, it would be this: making sweet tasting lemonade from lemons. You have to take action and make good decisions. Thanks for giving me the time, Mrs. Toastmaster. Back to you.